decided to paint this minimalist globe into something more interesting. I found this globe at a thrift store, and I had been wanting to paint on a globe for a while, and this seemed like the perfect. First off, I sanded this down with a 220 grit and a 400 grit, just so that I could get some of the varnish off and make it easier for the paint to adhere. And so next I painted a blue base. I hadn't decided what I wanted to paint on the globe yet, and a blue base would be a good start. Eventually I did decide I'm going to make a globe of Mars, and that meant finding and researching a lot about the Mars topography. And the challenging part was the lines that you see on the globe weren't actually set up in the way that we tend to set up our coordinates, and that made it really challenging to divide up the globe into sections. But I finally did it and started drawing on a geologic map that I found published by the USGS, and this took quite a bit of time, but it wasn't too bad. I watched like all the Tinkerbell movies while doing this. And I'm just using acrylic paints for this, but I quickly decided I just want a more realism globe, so I used Mars Globe the app to paint on a more realistic looking, photorealistic globe. So here's the finished product. It was very rushed at the end because I was in the middle of a move, so I didn't have time to do it correctly, and I actually painted over pretty much all my guidelines, didn't take them into account at all, and then I sprayed it down with a finish just so that the paint doesn't come off immediately. I'm not super happy with it, but I think it looks cool still, and it was a good first attempt. I can always sand off the paint in the future if I want to redo this. And as I'm recording this audio, I have found another globe at the thrift store, and I'm gonna paint that one too. I don't know why, I've been obsessed with globes lately.